opening morning from the deer stand. As a hunter, there's nothing quite like it. The night before, the restlessness, the tossing, the turning, the up hours before the alarm ever goes off, and then you go through your routine. You've checked off all the boxes. You know that your trail in was the best way. You know that the winds are right for the stand you chose. Yet, it's always that unanswered question, is today going to be the day? And then if today is the day that you're afforded the opportunity, do you capitalize when that opportunity is presented? All the time spent at the range, working, practicing, to be able to close the deal when the opportunity is presented, does it happen? Up to this point, I had deer around me all morning long. Not 5 minutes after climbing in the stand, the first deer came through, and they hadn't left the entire morning. Finally, did have a group of mature does slip in, and as you can see, they were constantly looking behind them. And of course, as the hunter, you continue to watch, hoping, waiting. Every time they look back, they're looking back because there's more deer coming. And that more deer, you never know what it could be. This time of the year, we're 3/4 of the way through the rut here in Maryland, but that second estrus can be absolutely magical. So you can imagine as they continually look back, I'm always looking up, glassing, hoping to see the glimpse of antlers and that target buck come into picture. But unfortunately, in this case, that was not to be. Big mature does stayed around and fed for quite a while, but the buck never did show.
season, and haven't been able to do an interview this morning because as soon as we got in the stand, we've had deer around us literally all morning long. I got in about 5:45. Legal shooting light was 6:30, and from the time I got in the stand and got set down, the hired deer come in, and they've been around me all morning long. I've had quite a few different groups of does come through. No bucks, unfortunately, yet, but decided to go ahead and take a big doe this morning. So I'm going to sit tight for a little while longer, though. See what happens. Pretty happy with the way the new gun worked out. I'm shooting a .357 Magnum. They legalized straight wall caliber pistols in Delaware. 30 yards anyway. It dropped her right where she was. Pretty impressed with that. It was pretty good. But happy to have a big doe down. Get some more meat in the freezer. We're gonna settle in and see what happens. A couple more hours anyway, and then we'll get her out of here, get some meat, come right back in for the afternoon hunt. Alright guys, here we are with a big doe from this morning. Was fortunate enough to be able to put a good shot on her. She did not go anywhere, and gonna definitely provide some good eating, that's for sure. We've been on this property. This is the first year out on this new piece we have, and it's been a lot of fun hunts. We've seen a lot of deer every time out. This morning was no exception. Saw a lot of deer, just not quite the ones we were hoping to see this morning. Today being the opening day gun season, we decided to get ahead and harvest a mature doe, so put some meat in the freezer. We're going to hopefully be able to connect with a big buck here. There's a couple of them we got on camera that we'd like to get with, but none of them were a show this morning. So we're going to slip out of here. It's about 10:30 now. Going to get her out of here, get some lunch, and slip right back in. Hopefully be back in the stand by 12 o'clock. And hopefully this evening we continue to see some action, and hopefully one of them's a shooter buck. So thank the good Lord for putting some more meat in the freezer. It's always fun to harvest big mature does. So hopefully tonight we get to put the antlers down. We are back in tonight for the first evening of Maryland rifle season. This morning we were able to take a doe. So tonight we slid down just a little bit closer to the bedding. I'm probably 140 to 150 yards away from where I know a lot of deer bed. So we have a perfect wind to be in here. We did a hanging hunt. I'm out of my saddle, I'm out of my tree saddle tonight. Was able to get in here pretty quiet, even with the no wind and the extremely crunchy leaves. I had a trail cut in here previously, so we were able to get back up in here pretty quiet. Didn't jump any deer getting back up in here, and we're able to get set up pretty quiet. Actually, quiet enough where we have a group of mallards on the pond that's in here that we're next to. They're 100 yards away, and we were able to get up and get set without spooking them off the pond, so that's pretty good. If we were able to do that, I'm pretty sure we were undetected by the deer that were another 50 yards or so past them. But we're set up, gonna hunker down and relax for a little while. It's early. Came in early trying to beat the deer on their feet for this evening. Didn't want to take a chance anything was already up and running around. So we got in here early. It's about 12:30. So we'll see what happens. Well, relatively uneventful night tonight. Winding down. Didn't see a whole lot. Saw 7 or 8 does. No horns at all. Heard a couple shots, but nobody here on the farm none of my buddies connected tonight. Nobody shot tonight. Heard a couple on the farm next door, but we'll see. Tomorrow morning is another time. We'll be back in here, back at it again in the morning. See what happens. Well, hoping for better luck tomorrow. Packing up to get down now.
Thanks for coming along on our hunt here with Huntfish USA. We hope you all enjoyed, and this is one of many videos to come as we continue to become more familiar with this YouTube platform and put together some content. We have tons of video, and we're looking forward to sharing it all with you guys. So if you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, comment below, let us know what else you'd like to see, and we hope you all have a great rest of your day. Be safe, and God bless.